Hello friends, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to see how I have made this key holder with decoupage technique. Let's start. This is MDF base for key holder. You'll get this in any craft shop or online. This comes with these hooks and there are two holes for a thread or twine. You can choose as per your choice. Then this is gesso. White gesso. We'll use this as a primer. After this we need a chalk pen. This is white chalk pen. This we'll use as a base for our decoupage napkin. Then a small round brush and a flat brush, a small piece of sponge. To glue our napkins we'll use Mod Podge. You can use any matte finish or a glossy finish. And then decoupage napkins of your choice. These types of designs you can use for a name board or a key holder. Also, I'm thinking to add these types of chipboards. This you'll get in any craft shops. And for the final finishing to protect our project, we'll use this varnish. This is Asian Paints Ecuador varnish. This you'll get in any hardware shop. It is available online as well. Our first step is to apply this primer, this gesso, on this MDF base with the help of brush. Always remember apply a coat of gesso as a primer on any porous surface like MDF or wood. Gesso is dried now from both the sides. Now the next step is we'll apply a chalk paint. Now this chalk paint I would like to apply with the sponge to avoid any brush strokes. The reason to apply this white chalk paint is to create an even white surface for our decoupage napkin, because we are going to use the thinnest layer of this decoupage napkin, and we will need minimum 2 coats of this chalk paint. And once the first layer is completely dried, then only we are going to apply the second coat. These chalk paints are available in smaller bottles as well, like 40 ml to 60 ml bottles. I'll give list of materials in description box, and if you are a beginner and you haven't watched my first video of basic decoupage on a glass bottle, I would suggest you to watch it so that you'll get the idea about all these materials, why we are using them and how to use them. Now I'll keep it for drying. Now see, our base is ready after 2 coats of chalk paints. The next step is to glue this decoupage napkin over this, but before that we need to cut it. Whatever part from this we need, that only we'll cut. Now to cut this napkin we will use this wet brush technique to avoid any sharp edges. We don't want any sharp edges, so that we can easily merge this paper with the background. If you keep any sharp edges, it will give very artificial look. This is 3-ply decoupage napkin I'm using right now. You will get these types of napkins in art and craft shops, and online also various designs are available. After cutting this paper, the next important step is to make these layers separate. We are going to use only the topmost layer of this 3-ply decoupage napkin. As per your base, you can always cut the motifs from your paper and stick wherever you want. You can take some things, some pattern from other papers also. You'll get these types of papers also. Before you apply any glue, first decide on where you are going to paste the paper. Now here this is glossy finish Mod Podge, and this yellow bottle is for matte finish. So right now I'm going to use the glossy one. Always make sure your brush is wet, and after every use you keep it in water for some time, otherwise it will get damaged. Once you apply the glue, put the paper over it and then gently remove the wrinkles and air like this. You put your hand in a plastic cover or plastic bag and then gently press it. Make sure you don't drag it too hard, otherwise paper may get tear apart. Now our gluing is done. Next step is to seal these edges. With the same glue and brush, we'll seal all the edges. Make sure your paper is dry. Once it is dry, then only go for sealing, and always let it dry naturally, or you can keep it under the fan. And once the sealing is done, we'll again keep it for drying for some time, and after that we'll do finishing with the same glue so that it will remove whatever air is remaining there below the paper. Also it will remove wrinkles. It is dried now. Now I'll do the finishing. Apply the Mod Podge with flat brush very gently. Now our basic decoupage is done on this base. Now it's time to add some more beauty with the help of colors. So usually what I do on my other decoupage items, especially on bottles, I do this type of shading with the help of sponge, dabbing it gently. Like this, any small piece of sponge will help you to merge your design, your paper with the background. But on this base, I want to create some different look. I want to create a de-stressed look. So for that, I'm going to use this Vaseline. Let's see how it works. So wherever we want to create this de-stressed look, we need to apply a thin coat of this Vaseline just with help of our fingers. Now I will paint over this with this acrylic paint and this chalk paint. Also, if you have a similar shade of chalk paint, you can directly use that. I have this, but I will add a little bit of acrylic paint and chalk paint to this to create a different shade, because this is very lighter. I want some bright yellow shade, so you can make some darker shade with the darker paint. Instead of using only acrylic paint, it's always better to use chalk paint or mix chalk paint to your acrylic paint. It really gives nice look. Since chalk paints are matte finish acrylic paints only, it's helpful to create a rustic and a distressed look. Now here you can see, without putting much pressure, with very light hands, I am just giving some random strokes that do not so straight. I'm creating some curvy strokes just like wood grains. Since this is MDF base, so it doesn't have wooden grains over it, so we can create them with the help of paint and brush. If you are using any other wooden base, like any other hardwood, like pine wood, rubber wood, or any other wood, that will give you those wooden grains naturally. That really looks good. With this same method, you can also create a de-stress look on your wooden furniture at your home. If you are liking this video, please do like, comment, share and subscribe. Also, for more artwork, you can follow me on my Instagram handle and my Facebook page. All the links I'm giving in the description box. Apart from decoupage, I'm making videos for sketching, pen art, mandala and painting as well. Now very gently I'm rubbing this sandpaper over this paint. This is fine sandpaper of number 120. No need to drag it hard, otherwise it will take out all the paint. Just to create that rustic look, just to create that de-stressed look, very gently we need to rub it. With the same method, you can create this distress look on any other wooden surface. If you want to watch a separate video for that, I will create a separate video for any other hardwood surface for how to create distress look. And instead of such a MDF base, if you use any hardwood like pine wood, rubber wood or any other hardwood surface, it really looks good. Now here with the help of chalk paint, I am doing some finishing near this pepper so that it will get merged with the background. Now I want to stick this chipboard over here, but before that I will paint it with the black acrylic paint separately, and after that only I will stick it here. For that I will use this silicone glue. This you will get in any craft store. Also you can use any other glue. We need to paint it separately, otherwise it may create mess over your project. So it's better to paint it first separately, let it dry, and after that we'll glue it. These types of chipboards you will get in any craft stores. I got it from Itsy Bitsy. There are different varieties, and even in text form you will get many options. Now see here also I have glued this text love forever, and it looks lovely here. Now here this text also I want to paint it black, because after adding this chipboards in black color, I feel this black really looks good with this yellow. Since I had applied Vaseline here earlier, so I need to put at least 2 to 3 coats for this black color here. I will fix these hooks here now. Guys, if you have any doubts regarding decoupage, you can ask me in comment section. Also you can send me messages, your queries on my Instagram page and my Facebook page. All the links I'm giving in the description box. You can also watch my other decoupage videos to clear your doubts about materials and the process. Now the last step is to apply varnish. This is Asian Paint Ecuador varnish. This you will get in any hardware shop. This step is very important to protect all the paints. This looks like this. This is a clear varnish matte finish usually used for indoor items. Now even during this process we need to take care of certain things. First we'll apply the varnish over the paper, and after that we'll apply the varnish over the paints. Otherwise this paint comes over the paper. Since it is a water based varnish, at times it gets mixed with the paint and it just comes over the paper. If you have any picture varnish, then instead of this you can also use that or any spray varnish. Though it is matte finish, it will give you some gloss. Also you'll get a different container for glossy finish. We are going to apply minimum 2 coats of this varnish. Make sure your first coat is completely dried. After that you need to apply the next coat. It takes hardly 15 to 20 minutes to dry in normal weather conditions. I hope you all enjoyed our today's video. So please do like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. And also let me know in the comment section what all other decoupage videos or what all other artworks you want to see. Also if you have any doubts you can ask me in the comment box. Also you can follow on my Instagram page and Facebook page. You can send me messages and ask your queries there as well. Thanks for watching guys. Hope to see you soon with the new video for Christmas gift ideas. Bye.